This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own. Loud in a group.
Loud in a group? I mean, hot dog vendors would be loud in a group, but I don't think that's right. Maybe, but it's probably too quiet to... Like birds or trees or... No, not trees. I think it's back there. There's a lot of birds around here. Maybe? I'm not gonna find it over here. Dad record this? Is he a pigeon whisperer?
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day, and someone dropped a hot dog. You know how that goes. Place was swarming with pigeons. Your dad stopped cold. He said, "Aaron, man, that's music. Listen." Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan, like you are now.
I remember the first time they showed me how to sample. Uncle Aaron had the gear, and Dad had the ear for music. Time capsule's in between the train cars. Can't believe we managed to hide it without getting caught.
The next train is arriving in 8 minutes. Please stand back.
A friendly neighborhood user just posted about a store being held up.
Dad and I fell asleep listening to this sound every night when we were kids. It's got a good beat.
Okay. Something rhythmic that was around when Dad and Uncle Aaron were little. Not this way. There's a subway line near here.
Hey! wish we could leave Christmas decorations up all year.
Love the suit. Seriously, I want one.
Taxi! Oh my god!
Can you say hi to my kid?
Cosplayer or something. Not the real deal. I think it's back there. Taxi! Maybe something mechanical? Yeah, that's it.
You probably don't know this, but your dad and I grew up not far from here, before we moved to Brooklyn in high school. Hearing the clatter of the wheels, the squeak... when the trains turn or stop, always makes me think of you and your dad's late-night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up. I wanted to be a space alien. Dad's dream changed. Doctor, firefighter, social worker. But he always wanted to help me.
Yeah, sounds like Dad. Oh, I think I know that guy. Maybe.
Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With energy then and safe. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around. I'm gonna blow you away! You ain't the real Spider-Man! Get ready for a beat! Get me out of this! Come here!
And that's one more arm still stopped in progress. Good work, me.
Digging the new color scheme. Very modern, very modern. Man, what you did at that reactor?
I got so freaked out when we hit a time capsule in this cave. Place still gives me the creeps.
A billboard's been hijacked with the Underground's logo. Very suspicious.
Oh
My gosh.
Permiso, Spider-Man coming through.
My son thinks he has spider powers.
Because of the new Spider-Man?
Coming through! Stuffed a capsule in one of these pipes. Can't remember which one. There we go.
I gotta go, Spidey, but let me know if I could ever help.
This was our Everest back in the day. We were so pumped when we finally made it to the top. Awesome.
Miles! I did it! I figured it out!
How to safely split an atom from the comfort of your own home?
That's next on my to-do list. No, speed nonagon! Collision model is updated, projectile physics is fixed, frame rate stabilized. It's awesome now!
Which means I can play it?
It still needs textures. Sound effects, music, VO.
I'll write the music. I could probably do sound effects too.
First we improve and design our own spider suit. Now we build a mobile game empire? We're unstoppable!
Never doubted it.
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here. Or lose them. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current? I could cheat it with venom. Nah. Oh, that's cool. Love how alive that feels.
After I started calling myself the Prowler, met my first client right under this sign. Neon flag's hard to miss, and the crowd makes it easy to blend in. She wanted me to steal it.
Empire State Building. Let's check the clue. Now you top the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes. Maybe the clue's about the binoculars on the observation platform. Modern Art Museum in Greenwich. I remember that place. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
Fifth grade field trip. Empire State Building. I chaperoned. Never agreed to wrangle a bus full of 10-year-olds, son. Took us 3 hours to get here, and when we did, who showed up? The webhead himself. Diamond Bunch. As soon as we stepped off the elevator, we had to turn right back around again and evacuate.
You won't remember most, though. You wanted to stay. Told me, Spider-Man needs our help, Dad. You're a born hero, Miles. Don't ever lose that fighting spirit. See you at the next one.
Born hero. I think I learned to be a hero from watching Dad. Miss him. Especially now.
Hey, the Underground's messing with a billboard. Just pinged it.
Dude is still so slick.
I gotta go, Spidey, but let me know if I could ever help.
Watch out! Spider-Man coming through.
Heard how you stopped Rock.
The High Line wasn't this nice when we hit a capsule in the wall here. Man, time flies.
Best vacation ever!
What?
Hey, bro. I read MJ's front pager about some Karia. Not... Okay. Here's the Modern Art Museum. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up. Hey, doesn't the museum keep a fossil on the balcony facing the river? Worth a look. Next clue. Boom. Looks like I'm going to CODB's. Where money is king, you'll find great tunes hanging among the lights.
I had to practically drag you and Finn to the Modern Art Museum the first time we came. What do we care about? Splotchy paintings. But Mom and I knew. We had to show you kids that there were different ways of looking at the world. Sometimes radically different. When I saw you two in front of that psychedelic Angela Davis portrait, heads craned up and all, I knew you got it. All that orange and gold. Don't think you ever realized the world could look that way. That you could look that way. Like royalty. Proud of you making it this far. Let's say you do it the next one.
Ben and I talked about that trip for months afterwards. Mom and Dad really knew how to inspire.
Easy big, Spider-Man.
Hey, bro. I read MJ's front pager about some Karia.
Not while you...
This sound always feels like someone's celebrating, even when it's just telling time. Your dad thought so too, so we had to include it.
A sound that tells time. Okay.
Hey!
Alright,
That's enough of the cheap knockoff.
I am finished.
That's it. Ringing on the hour.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us some milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. I don't know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying, but he believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, things got complicated between them. What? What? Hey, bro. I read MJ's front page about some Caria.
Not while you were swinging, I hope. Sorry. Scolding mentor mode, downshifting. What did you think of the article?
The article was great. The pictures? Eh. Where'd they get this Peter Parker guy?
I'm sure MJ asks herself that all the time.
So how was the trip? Did you have to suit up while you were out there?
Nah. Sable handled it like a champ. Her and her wild pack. I mostly got to stand around taking pictures.
Sounds like a nice break. As much as a work trip can be.
Oh yeah. Feeling refreshed and ready to do some next-level Spider-Man. And clean out the gutters in my house. Being a homeowner is glamorous, let me tell you.
Sounds like it. I'll let you go. Talk soon.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound. What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Light, huh? Okay.
Can it be for my choice? I walked by Rocktown Plaza the other day, and honestly, I think you're crazy.
Yeah. Wind chimes. That sounds good.
This plaza is where I had my first job. I was fresh out of high school then. Didn't have the gear or the mask. Guy paid me to mud his balls. Rough him up, take everything in his wallet. Your dad found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. He never told our folks.
Whatever. Creepy. This Sudoku puzzle's not gonna
Here,
solve
you've been double up.
Hit a time capsule under that fountain when it was first installed. It's been so long, now they're doing repairs on it. Fountain loading. Voila. Hey. Remember those time capsules I told you Finn and I hid? I found them. And, whew, talk about a head trip.
Yeah, I bet that'd be intense now.
I wanted to bury them in Prospect Park, but it was her idea to put them around the city. She always tried to push me out of my comfort zone.
What do you think she would have said to you now that you found them?
Good job. but I would have found him faster.
I like her taking the opportunity to dunk on you.
That's how she'd want it. All right, CODBs. Let's hunt. Hanging among the lights. Maybe it's between the lights and that speaker.
Turn this way!
I gotta get home and feed my cat. See ya.
Hey!
Can you give me spider powers?
Here we go.
How's it going? Wait till they see this at work.
Lobster Bill's, Dad's favorite restaurant. Nestled beneath Stuyvesant lives a monster of a good meal.
Spent half my youth at CODBs with your uncle. Every musician you love played at this crap on the stage. Aaron even got up here once himself. Didn't do half bad either. He finally told me about his night. This is where he took me. A softened blow. But it poisoned the place for me. Never took you here because of it. I regret that.
Have fun with this one. I had a repeat client I always met here. Got real used to waiting, listening, hearing this sound running on a tight schedule.
A sound on a schedule. Sound of something on a schedule. Whoa, alliteration. Think it's back there. The ferry. Has to be. Need to get in close enough to record that horn. If I were Uncle Aaron sitting and listening, what would I hear?
Ever thought of putting ads on the
The ferry. Has to be. Need to get in close enough to record that horn.
Oh, hey there!
most embarrassing story you have of the other Spider-Man? Come on, you can tell me.
The ferry. Has to be. Need to get in close enough to record that horn. Watch it! The ferry. Has to be. Need to get in close enough to record that horn.
Energy company. I know I said the same about Oscorp, but I mean it this time.
See you around, Spider-Kid. Voicemail. Number's blocked.
Hey, Miles. I know you're gonna hear a lot about me. Things I've done, now that I'm serving time. Cut a plea deal.
Lobster bills. Holy ground for dad. Nestled beneath Stuyvesant lives a monster of a good meal. Pretty sure I know which monster he means. Next clue must be on Bill the Lobster. Guy is pretty monstrous.
Hey, who wants pizza? Best pizza in town.
I know this place. The art space on the Upper East Side.
Easy cheesy.
No letter enters this artsy castle without stopping at the gate.
Woo! Boy. Lobster bills. Home away from home. Always reminded me of your Graham's kitchen down south. Took your mom here on our first date. Just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant with you. And she went place of labor right before this. I blame the Cajun shrimp. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late, oh yeah, I'm stopping in for some fried okra. Don't tell your mom.